start recording. Okay. So, quick overview of last session. Let's have Goplana.
Oh dear. We what did I write? Time goes in months at the moment. So we walked to the magic shop. Summer broke a couple of bits and pieces by throwing a ball for a cat, I believe.
Yep.
We bought some stuff, and then I got a Cook of Many Fashions, which I'm quite pleased about. Then there was a trembling on the floor. Some guardsmen, I guess, were walking past to go and deal with mechanoids that were breaching frequently from. I didn't finish that sentence. I'm guessing from some caves down the bottom, and we went through, killed some mushrooms like pinatas, and ended up down through another mine shaft, only to find a big fuck off mushroom gathering, which I'm assuming we're about to fight.
Pretty much, yeah. So you guys walked through the cavern, which was they'd recently named the burning mushrooms or whatever. I can't even remember what they called it now. But yeah, so you was in the cavern. There was a lot of glowing fungi, and a lot of it was on fire, but didn't seem to spread. There was clearly an altercation that was going on in the depths of the mine shafts, and these mushroom people were seemingly responsible for that. You took a mine shaft that had recently been identified, only to stumble on a opening, some collapsed stonework, to reveal an area of much larger mushrooms, and one of which seemed to be very protective of a large glowing white crystal-like formation behind this mushroom. And yeah, they stood guard in defense and ready to attack, and that's where we ended off the session. So let me return you to that page.
I don't remember there being quite so many tokens on the board.
There hasn't been any added.
Perhaps my memory fails me. Oh boy.
So yeah, you had two either side and one in the middle, and you had a series of smaller ones that you'd already encountered. The level above.
You said the big purple one right at the back seems to be like the one in charge, right? I can't remember the word you used, but it sounded like they're in charge.
Yeah, it almost seems very kind of without giving too much away, it's very kind of motherly, like they're protective of it, and it's protective of the crystal. So. But yeah, you are currently at this entrance, so you can position yourself up until kind of anywhere around this area. This is where we would have left off. So however you feel you guys would have been positioned, please move your tokens into reasonable distance.
Where was the exit?
To begin up. Anywhere around here.
Where was the exit? Where did we come down?
You came down this way. Yeah.
Before we start, can I request that Lana? I don't know if you have any, but if you have a cantrip that causes fire damage, or another spell that causes fire damage that you are intending to use, or anyone really, but doesn't my Lana's the only spellcaster.
I've just realised I was on mute. I have a new spell called Wall of Fire, which I've been waiting to use.
Holy shit. That'll do it. Yeah.
How far does
it
go? 120
from,
feet.
From my personal experience, a Wall of Fire is the worst fucking spell in the entire world, and I hate it. From a player perspective, oh my god, I love Wall of Fire. It's so great.
I've also got Spell Sniper, which will double the length of anything that is an attack. Technically, it's kind of an attack with that double the length-wise.
Honestly, I don't think you need it. With 120 feet, you might just be able to get to the end of the cavern anyway. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I could do it in like a massive fuck off circle. How do I? Oh, we're thinking bigger. We're thinking bigger than that. We're thinking. What's the is it Q that chants? Yes, it is. Oh shit.
No, before you get too excited, 120 feet is the range you can start the wall at. It doesn't stretch for 120 feet.
That's
60
fine.
feet long.
I'll start in that corner where it starts, and that thing doesn't really.
Wall of Fire is so mean. Mean.
Double dash my way there. Right.
And the wording on it's really weird. So the way the damage works is they get a dex save when it appears, but there's no save after it's appeared because like they know it's there and they don't get to dex save to try and avoid the damage. It's weird.
Oh, I can get about 3. I can get 4 of them in if I start where I think I can start. Okay, cool. I know what I'm doing.
You could also just do it in like a ring in the middle, and then it just is going to emanate outwards. And like, I don't know how close you have to be to it to deal damage, but
I think you can choose which side it's.
It's only a 20 diameter ring though.
But I don't know like how far from the wall that it can deal damage. Like it's like all creatures within like 10 feet or within 15 feet take damage. I don't know which the.
All appears each creature within the area. So no, just the creatures that are sort of within the wall.
For real? Holy shit.
Yeah. When the wall appears, each creature within the area must make a dex saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. No, one side of the wall selected by you when you cast a spell deals 5d8.
So within 10
feet of that side. So you choose a side, and anything on that side takes within 10 feet. Yes, sir. 10 feet of the wall take damage.
So if you're intending on battling as they are in a aggressive stance and prepared to attack, if you are attacking, I need you to roll initiative, please.
I think Clarence is going to run away.
I'm going to take a photo of that so I remember where that starts and goes. One last time.
Oh, yes. Good boy, Jurek. How much dex does a plant have, really?
Not enough for us to get.
Exactly right.
I didn't. Did I click on my token? No. Good hell. Oh, because I'm on the wrong thing. Good. Sorry. There we go.
I didn't get 2 magic items last session. I only got the Shield of Absorption, didn't I?
I think so.
Yeah, cool.
How long does it take to attune to something?
A long rest,
I think. I thought it was a short rest. I think it says like you can spend 15 minutes or just automatically have it over a short rest. Either way, it's not like as soon as you touch it, unless the magic item says in the description, like, you can attune to this item immediately if you say the magic words or whatever.
But I didn't do it.
Okay. So, Jirak then.
Okay, so the nearest one to me is not very close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I can only get up to here. Unless let me just double check my spells really quick. I'm pretty sure I don't have haste, but I'll make sure. Oh, I know what I can do. New spell that I got. I'm going to cast. I'm just going to check the casting time on it. Strike. Only very recently realised that it actually works for melee attacks. It is a bonus action. So I use my bonus action to cast Zephyr Strike on myself.
Okay.
It is from Xanathar. Yeah, Xanathar, so it's not on the compendium, unfortunately, but that increases my speed. Well, all my movement then doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, and once before the spell ends, i.e. in the next minute, I can give myself advantage on a weapon attack, and then which deals an extra 1d8 damage, and then increases my movement speed by 30 feet. So what I'm going to do is cast Zephyr Strike on myself, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to here, and then throw my spear at this guy up here, which is my attack. I'm going to do it with advantage because that's how the spell works.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as your spear leaves your hand and penetrates the small Myconid, it was Myconid we confirmed on, wasn't it?
Yeah, Myconid, yeah.
It shish, like a shish kebab, goes straight through, leaves the limp mushroom stay in place as your
I would just like to
spear
point out that is 1 away from max damage, which is
I mean, it's got 7 HP, it's got 7 hit points, so
could I deal the extra 25 for something else? Something standing behind it, maybe. Okay, so I run that one through, and then I've got, because I made an attack, I'm then going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get extra movement speed, run up to here. I'm then just going to save my second attack. I'll just pick up my spear again, and that's going to be my turn.
Okay. So the Myconid at the rear, the larger one, has a series of mushrooms billowing above its head, moves like swaying to and from. It does have movement. Okay. Actually, it probably won't do that because it's protecting that. So, how far? It's gonna hold its spear in a defensive manner, and not do much else. Gives off like a rip roaring shriek, and you can see as it begins to shriek, all of the other mushrooms kind of seem to like react, like almost like psychically.
hive mind in it.
Okay,
Got a
then.
reminder on my phone. Zephyr Strike. Thank you very much. Reminded myself to mention the spell. Okay, so Kega has a movement speed of 50, I believe. No, 40. And it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is going to run up this way, and then I think action dash just to get up in the mix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, can get up adjacent to this thing, but can't make any attacks.
Okay.
Just gonna get there.
Yep. Summon him, please.
I think I'm just going to move because I don't think I can get close enough to hit anything. Ugh. So I'm going to go... Where am I? Oh, piss off. About there. And I'll just hold my action for if anything comes towards me.
You can do Step of the Wind, right? I don't know if you're high enough level for it, or what level you need to do it.
Can I? I don't think I can.
Let me see.
Step of the Wind's level 2. It's just a key point instead of flurry of blows.
Oh, okay, right, yeah, there you go. You just go real fast. It's like the I don't know if any of you've seen something like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, like an old Chinese martial arts movie where they do like all the kung fu jumping in the air and they kind of like half fly, half jump. I think it's based off of that.
Yeah. I spend 1 key point to take the disengage or a dash as a bonus action. Yeah! Fuck yeah.
Do you want to do that?
I would love to do that.
Okay. So you can do that.
Oh, so I'll just take that
How many
off.
key points you got left?
I have 5 left,
Okay.
which I think should be more than enough.
Of course.
It's 5 whole rounds. It's 5 whole attack rolls. That's not bad.
Yeah. And then I'll attack this guy. This one. Oh.
Yep, well that hits. And
Nice.
that of course does the job. I'm just going to move Kicker a little bit and you a little bit because I can't actually click on that one.
Too skinny.
Okie dokie, Clarence then. You might be muted, Clarence.
Hello. Who has my sweets?
You gave them to someone.
Sorry, hun.
Yeah.
You gave them to the guy.
We gave
All
him
of
to
them?
Corin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gave them like the whole packet to that
Wow. Bollocks.
stone gnome.
We didn't find it anymore.
Damn. Is it only one place in the world that sells them, or is that brand available at like
Well, you don't know.
the local corner shop? Fuck. Oh no, we have to go back.
Okay.
Clarence breaks into song and starts singing 50 Cent's Candy Shop.
If he is a child, it stands to reason that we could trick him into thinking we'd given him sweets by the placebo effect. Does anyone know Minor Illusion?
Hey, I'm happy to roleplay that.
We tell him the broccoli casts enlarge on him. Get him to eat his vegetables.
Bollocks. There's not much I can do. I'm just gonna run up, and that is I'm gonna hold my action. Am I within range? Yeah, I'm gonna hold my javelin in range for one of these bastards to walk forwards in range.
So anyone that comes towards you.
Yeah, within 30 feet, which is sort of basically up to between Kega and
Yeah,
Jirak.
no worries. Okay. So.
Oh no! I tell you what. Sorry,
Go on.
I
Go
do
on.
apologise. I do apologise. I will turn myself invisible.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you got that ring that just it's just
Yes,
the
he
ring
does.
from Lord of the Rings.
And also, point of interest.
Nice.
Yeah.
How much does this big giant rock weigh?
That's a mushroom.
Is that a mushroom? How much
Yeah.
does the big giant mushroom weigh?
Probably a lot. It's
So,
rooted.
do you want me to start googling the dimensions and density of a mushroom, while you go around to the dens?
If you wouldn't mind.
I mean, it is rooted, so.
Was this the piggy boat?
Oh my god! There's a website, density of mushrooms by species. This is so helpful.
Oh my god.
Does it have mushnids?
Well, I assume they are of a similar density to a chanterelle mushroom. Okay, all right, give me a minute. So
Nick?
it is.
Nick, can I roll a nature check?
Go ahead and roll a nature check.
A 3. If I lick one of these mushrooms, will it make me feel funny?
It may well do.
Sweet. Wait, didn't I do that last time?
Sorry?
Didn't I do that last time?
I don't recall.
It sounds familiar.
I mean, it's Clarence.
That's something I do.
So, so you're now invisible. Okay, so what would appear the Myconid Sovereign Guard begin to move. Yeah, that'll do. One, right there.
That one come a little bit more forward if it wants. This one.
I mean, you said the 3 green ones, so.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, I'll let you off this time.
Into place. He probably gets to. Actually, he will go there. Okay. The sovereign can do. Can do is.
What is it?
30-foot radius. How far is 30-foot radius? Yep. Kega.
I don't like the way you're saying that.
Kega and Jirak.
Okay.
Was that hello to us?
Oh no, Nina's playing Animal Crossing with her brother and sister. They're going to visit each other's islands.
I love that. Have you got your own Switch yet, or are you still playing on hers?
I still play it. Well, it's my Switch, but she owns the island. Oh, she gave me an evil look there. Oh no, yeah, she made a valid point. We bought it on the joint account, so it's both of us.
So
I
the
was-
one that
sorry.
stepped up to you, Jirak, begins to almost convulse a little bit. It seems to inflate and almost does like a sneeze, and like these spores sprout from small holes in its skin.
Ooh, I don't like
a 30-foot cone, which is you and Kegger. I think
So
it
glad he
literally
didn't take those extra 2 feet.
it barely misses you, Clarence. I need
invisible, bruv.
I need Durac and Kegger to make dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Look at them. Weirdos.
17, and for Kegger, that is going to be a. Oh, a natural one.
So give me a sec. That's
That is not
3.
right.
I think I know which one of us is going to die.
So that
Oh,
is
boy.
13 points of acid damage to Kegger.
Ouch. Okay.
Kegger can repeat the saving throw at the end of its turn. It is 8, with a DC of 11. If not, she takes another 3d6 acid damage.
Ooh, and does that go on until she succeeds on the save?
Succeeds, yes.
Damn. Shit. Okay. Cool. Is that another dex save?
No, she's just done that. That's fine. So
Okay. No, but I mean like her subsequent save.
Yeah.
Dex saves, or...
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lovely.
Okay. These ones. I think you're just out of range. Yep. And check that one. Yep. And I mean, it could be. No, just out. So that's the sovereign. Then it's the adults, wherever they are, wherever they may be. Excuse me. Adults. Oh, how was this speed? Yep. Okay. So you can get to there. You can get to there. You can get to there. Clarence, you have your attack. If you so wish to choose which one you want to attack as your reaction or your held action. Out of the 3 green ones that you said that if they moved, you would attack. That one. Or that one. You may be muted. That one.
Oh my god, I don't even remember muting my microphone. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Because no one fucks with animals.
Okay. That'll definitely hit. Yep. Okay. So part there. We have they multi-attack. No, not this one.
Clarence, what is the upper limit of your telekinesis?
Is that what you meant, or weight?
Yeah, the weight of it.
A ton.
1 ton. Is that ton with NNE or just single N?
Is there a difference?
Yes, the one's metric, one's imperial. I don't know which one's bigger, but I'm using.
Oh no, where it says £1,000.
Okay, right, cool.
Okay.
Okay, unfortunately.
So does a 17 hit Kegger?
17 does hit Kegger, yes. She has 15.
So that is 6 bludgeoning and 8 poisoning damage as the adult punches Kegger in the side of the jaw with its fist.
Doesn't like that one bit.
And I also need Where is it? One? Oh no, it's only one creature that you can see within 5 feet, which is you. I need Summer to make me a Constitution saving throw, please. Okay, so for 1 minute you are stunned.
I don't accept.
As it convulses and like again that same kind of this spores just like express from its skin. Yeah, so you are stunned for 1 minute. You can repeat your saving. You can repeat your saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Okay.
The DC is 12, so you just missed the DC.
Does that mean that I can't do anything during my turn?
Hold on. So the condition of stunned. Where are we? Stunned. You are incapacitated, can't move, and can't speak. You automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws, and attack rolls have advantage against you.
Oh.
Goplana.
Right.
Oh, did I miss one adult? I did. This one.
Never mind.
Durex. Sorry. My fault. Adult. We will do another one of. We'll do. It convulses and expresses spores. I need, as a cloud 10 feet radius around you, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please. Dirac. You may be muted.
Sorry, I was looking up the lesser restoration. 10. What does that do for me?
Constitution saving throw is DC 12, so that's a fail.
Yikes.
You now. I need to know what this is. Any flesh, blood, creature, Hold on. Let me just look. You are infected with disease. Oh, I need to.
Oh, God.
A disease called. Not that you'd know this. Zugtomy. Something like that.
Zugtomy.
Yeah, that's the one. Right, I need to look at the table.
That's bad.
Give me a moment.
That's not great. Oh, shit.
Because I have a table. I need a 1d100. 1d100. 21.
Oh, shit. I know what this does.
21. Your parents. Okay. You are currently in a state of catatonicness.
Oh, fuck.
This happens periodically. You slip in and out of this catatonic state and stare off into the distance for long stretches of time.
Oh, I'll turn my token back up to standing up then.
This does end after 24 hours. Sorry, you have to repeat the saving throw every 24 hours.
So is it every single turn I just stand there and do nothing, or like I roll?
No. It's periodic. So what I would say is, to be fair, let's roll a 1d20 at the start of your turn. If it's anything sub 10, then you're staring off into the nothingness. If it's anything plus 10, i.e. 10 and above, then you're fine to carry out your turn as you would normally.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and that's there's no roll for that. It's just a random.
There's no roll for that
until
until 24 hours, where you have to roll the save again.
Could I would a spell such as lesser restoration cures a disease or poison? Would that get rid of it? But obviously it would take my turn. But would that get rid of it? Just so I can plan ahead.
After 3 such fails, creature dies. Ooh, that's really bad. If you fail, it 3 times, then you die.
I turn into a mushroom.
I don't think it does. Lasts until the creature is cured of the disease or dies. It doesn't say anything about cure disease is like would work. I think because it's a spore. I don't think I would assume not.
Okay, because lesser restoration just says end one disease or poison, but if it's not or one condition, one of which is poison.
Yeah.
So if it's not other things, then well, so can be me. Yeah. Cool. All right. Can I use inspiration on my roll to see if I get to take a turn? Because I've got one, and then I've got one backed up.
You mean the 1d20? Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah. Just to, like course. If I if I get basically a slap to the face on my turn, I can try and reroll it.
No worries. Goplana, it's your turn.
Right. Oh. Okay, cool. I am going. Yeah, I'm going straight through. Moving through them so I don't get close enough to either of them.
Okay, so you're just There's a good 15. There's a good 15 gap between them, so you just slip just past that gap.
Wonderful.
One moment. Hold on. You pass through. 10 feet. Oh, you would either have to pass through the spores or pass close enough for the attack of opportunity.
Loads of people
right, okay, cool. I'll take the attack. It's fine. It's cool.
I mean, they might, you never know. Let's do the fist. Hold on. Fist. That is an 11. Does an 11 hit?
No.
Okay.
And then I'm going to turn around, look at the one next to Jirak, and I'm going to throw a produce flame at it.
Okay.
I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
The Myconid. No, that does not hit.
Okay, cool. That's in my turn.
Okay. I think you killed all the sprouts. Oh no, yeah, there are still sprouts. And that's it. Jirak, roll your 1d20.
Okay. Oh boy. So I'm looking for 10 or higher. Look at that save. That's not a 10 or higher. I'm going to use my inspiration. That's all right.
If you really want to, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've got another one backed up because I had one from my.
Yeah, I remember.
I have been known to be called Brave, and then and then the other one about the oh my. Fuck.
Oh my god. That's 2 2s.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I look off into the
distance. You literally.
Like bioluminescent fungus. I'm like. Oh,
yep.
That's pretty.
You see Goplana produce a flame spell, like to do produce flame, and like you just in awe. deer and headlights. That's literally.
Oh my god.
Okay. The Myconid monarch at the back sways elegantly as any monarch should, and doesn't do much else. Kega.
Kega is going to go like trying to get me to wake up. See, it doesn't work. And that's not close enough for flanking. She's going to go against the one that's right next to her, because this is the one that actually dealt some serious damage.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a maul attack. Normal. 18 to hit.
Yeah,
and it needs
hits.
to make a strength save.
Yep. Saves.
DC
19.
Nah, that's fine. So it just takes 9 points of slashing damage, and Kega yowls at it,
Okay.
but otherwise can't do much.
Nice. Summer, do you wish to do your save?
Is it a con?
Constitution DC 12. You are still stunned.
It's bullshit.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, I put a link in the chat for a scene from a movie that I watched a couple of weeks ago called Altered States. It's about a man who goes tripping on mushrooms. It's very accurate to what Joe's feeling at the moment.
Fair enough. Clarence, then. I mean, from Clarence's perspective, you just notice Jirak staring like blankly into nowhere, and just around the corner you can see someone not really doing a lot.
We were both just like staring at Lana's produced flame, like, ooh, ah.
What's Clarence going to do? Clarence just really wants to go home. Where's the spores? Can I approach this guy without hitting
They
the spores?
are currently surrounding a 10-foot radius of this one here.
From the green guy, yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm going to come here and avoid the spores. I'm going to bonus action, get angry.
Yep.
I'm just gonna wait on him with the maul.
Sure. Go ahead. With advantage because you're invisible.
No, I'm not.
Oh, because you raged. Okay.
No, because I threw the javelin.
Yes, I recall. Sorry.
But I will have advantage because I will be reckless about it.
Oh, fair enough.
Because no one beats on Kega.
That will hit.
And second attack.
Of course. Did you want to roll the damage on the first one?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the first one.
So the first one is enough.
Is enough. I don't think I've got the movement to get.
Okay.
Can I keep that one for the next?
Yeah.
Throw the hammer, then it counts as 28.
Yeah, can I throw my maul?
You can.
Is a maul a thrown weapon? Let me just check the wiki real quick.
I
think it is.
I don't think it is because it's a heavy two-handed weapon.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have disadvantage, and it probably wouldn't go very far.
This one, it wouldn't go very far. Sorry, what was it? No. Okay, no, that's it. That's everything I can do.
Okay.
But I will.
You will.
No, I'm gonna stay there. I'm gonna pet Kega and make sure she's all right.
Fair enough.
She looks a bit ill. She's got a runny nose, but otherwise she's
I'm gonna pull out a tissue and just wipe her nose for her.
Yep.
That was a waste of a crit.
Oh, the lights have gone out. I didn't make
Something about dogging.
Yeah, apparently on someone's island there's a dog in sight.
Nice.
Yeah.
I saw someone set up the inside of their house to be like a sex dungeon, and they had they had
Oh my
like
God.
a custom textured floor that looked like it was covered in tissues, and they had like tissue boxes everywhere and shit. It was so funny.
So is that attack? Yes, it is. So first of all, this one is going to have fist attack. That one will have its fist attack too. And we'll do caustic, and we'll do infestation. So, one fist against Jirak for a 18.
18 misses.
And for Goplana for an 11. No. However, the one next to Jirak convulses again and catches Kega, Clarence, Jirak, and Goplana. I need you all to roll a dexterity saving throw, DC 12.
I'm gonna guess I have disadvantage because I'm currently catatonic.
Indeed.
Do I have advantage for my danger sense?
What just effects you can see? Yes, you do. Because you would see the spores sprouting and kind of engulfing the area. So yes.
24. Good girl.
Okay, wonderful. So none of you are required to take any acid damage, but the one near Goplana, I need you to make a a Constitution saving throw DC 12, as that one convulses and emits a cloud. Wonderful. Okay, well, you succeed as these spores kind of convulse around you.
I'm
You
gonna flip
managed.
them off.
Yeah. You kind of breathe it in. It's almost like a very musty, like mustard, like kind of burning nostrils, but you manage to kind of suck it up, and it doesn't really bother you so much.
I nearly felt bad for these guys when I realised we were just going into the home and killing them, but there's no pity anymore. Absolutely none.
The one by Summer.
Yeah, Ollie, sorry, there's a module from AD&D, like from the very early ones, where I can't remember exactly what it is, but you basically go into a cave and kill a load of goblins who are attacking you, and
That's
then
quite a lot of modules from AD&D.
Yeah,
to be
no, but
honest.
then the next room you go into is basically their house with all the families, the wives, the kids. You know.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
God.
that's the Sunless Citadel. Yeah, you go through. Basically, there's you show up and there's kobolds, and then you fight the kobolds, and then you meet the leader of the kobolds, and they're like, "We're only fighting because the goblins are attacking us," and then you go and like exterminate all these goblins. Like, oh, okay, that was the like the double switchback of this adventure, and then you kill all the goblins, and then the next room you go into there's 30 goblins that have the stats of commoners because they're completely useless in a fight. Yes.
Summer. So both the other sovereign myconoids just outside your reach, Summer and Goplana, both emit another cloud of spores. I need you to both make dexterity saving throws DC 12.
Oh, come on, luck. Keep up.
And for you, Summer, that's an auto fail, I believe.
Fucking shit.
Or is it disadvantage? Let me just double check that. Stun.
I believe the room's called Goblin Hall.
Yeah, automatic
Couldn't find
fail
it.
on dexterity. So you take
How do you do people then?
3d6.
Mm.
You take 8 points of acid damage. And Lana, you take 3d6. 8 points of acid damage.
8, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
You can make a repeated saving throw at the end of each of your turns. A DC 12 dexterity saving throw will stop this effect.
Am I stunned then?
No. This is acid damage. This is the caustic spores. I have a series of spores that I've added and altered to keep you on your toes.
Joy, thanks.
Super appreciative. There you go. I put it in the chat for the description where it says non-combatants are worth no XP, and there's 34 goblins, only 4 of which are combatants.
Oh no.
Very bad.
So, fist against Jirak, and fist against Summer. 20 fist for you, Jirak.
20 is my AC, yeah.
And a crit for Summer for 22.
Mm.
And that should be at advantage, but it was already a crit. So for you, oh wait, one moment. That's
Can't double crit.
Yeah, no, I know, it's a shame, isn't it? For you, Jirak, it's 3 bludgeoning and 3 poison.
Okay, total of 6.
And
I have resistance to poison.
lovely. And for you,
Very
Summer,
nice, baby.
that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 bludgeoning and 5 poisoning.
It's not fine for the idiot.
And then it is Goblana's turn.
I'm not looking good.
Keg is not looking. I'm looking okay. I'm looking sunny, but Keg is not really looking too great.
What's that tree? Is it moving? Is it okay?
I mean, it seems to be still.
Seems to be.
Love that.
Don't like it.
Shit. Now I'm rethinking my life. Hang on.
Summer, if you bring up firewalls, if you bring up your firewall spell, it stops them advancing on us.
Hmm.
Or at least them taking 5d8 damage coming through.
Yeah, they can walk through it, but it hurts a lot.
Do I have to be at the end of the wall when I cast it, or can it just be?
No,
anywhere?
it can be anywhere within 120
Yeah.
feet.
Why the fuck did I move? Why am I What the fuck?
Well, now what you can do is make the wall like directly between all of us and the bad guys from where you are. You can make it go like, wee, like that, and then we can just run away.
I want it going along here. All 60
Oh, God.
foot of
Let me
it,
get-
so none of them get it.
Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay. Are you doing it in their path or in front of them?
Oh, in their path. In their path. Like,
Okay.
where that line is.
Where they're standing.
Not on me, though. But
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, you could do it just in front of you because only one side deals
Sure.
damage.
Exactly. Like,
Out of interest, how much damage does the firewall produce?
23. I've just rolled it.
Okay.
The DC 14 save dex.
Yeah. Where are we? Do-do-do. Here we go.
Can someone draw it?
Yeah, weird lady. I don't know if she is a lady or not.
So it's all 4 of these adults, yeah? All 4 of the, sovereigns. these ones.
It's just
all
10
the way
foot
to
away
this
from
side.
the line. Yeah.
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 And you're making it curve round, yeah?
60 foot of it, yeah.
Yeah.
All the way. So we've got that little space by there that we can go through
Yeah.
to get to the adult bucket.
Sure.
And then on this side, 10 foot of, I think it's 10 foot. I'll double check.
So one of them saves, which is the last one, which is this one.
That is 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And the rest is 23.
Okay. So as you cast Firewall, they all catch fire, but
Shit.
That's not good. That's the worst word to hear.
but they don't seem to be phased by the fire.
At all or as much?
As far as you can tell, at all.
Oh,
They are
that's really
they are
bad.
ablaze. Like they are a tower of inferno on fire. They are still moving as they have been. And then you recall that the foreman had mentioned that the pyromancers had come down to try and set them on fire, and they burnt forevermore.
Would we recall that? Wow.
They are
News
like,
to me.
it's like a candle. They are literally like a candle.
Shit.
So now we have on flame people coming
To coin the term, fuck shit, cock ass. This is bad.
I mean, I would say,
Dum,
given the circumstances of the spell, that I will say that the three that failed, they would likely be at disadvantage with their attacks because their visual perspective would be distorted by the flames. But
Yeah,
it's not
the
stopping
wall's
them.
opaque, so
Yeah.
yeah,
The-
we cannot be seen.
Yeah.
Is any consolation?
No, none at all.
Not really.
No, but the flames,
Oh, man.
they're on fire.
So now we're at risk of being on fire.
Yeah.
Well,
And
Fuck
yeah,
me,
this
Father.
one's on fire, but doesn't really seem phased either.
Right,
so sick.
right.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Again, the
How much are you down, Summer? I'm not all the way down, but close
He
enough
doesn't
that
narrow it down.
close enough that if you take one more hit, I'm adding another tally to my chart.
Maybe.
Yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna try and look at you and cast Healing Word. Merry Christmas, you can have it in level 2. And then I'm going to... Oh, no, can I do that as a... Wait, what level can I cast spells as my bonus?
What level are we?
8.
Then yeah, second level is your highest level bonus.
Have 6 healing. Congratulations.
Thanks, bruh.
Back the fuck away. Avoiding all of these spores. And I'm going to go 30 foot back that way. Because I am, if anything, a coward. Cool. Wonderful. Bye.
Well, moving away from the sovereign will of course an attack of opportunity. As I already was fair to say that it will be at disadvantage because he's on fire and can't really see much.
It's fine. I've moved back. I've accepted my loss.
I mean, it's a 15.
Yeah, that hits. So no, I'm staying there. It's cool. It's cool.
Okay.
Are we doing a say you did it?
I'll allow it this once, as you're in a very large predicament.
We got this now on our island.
Yes.
Okay, Jirak.
Okay. Right. Well, first up, let's see if I do anything this turn. Hey, 18. I shook my head. get back to it, and I see the colossal wall of fire, and immediately just start screaming in fear. And I shout, "You're not going to take me!" And I'm going to attack the closest mushroom to me.
You have a sovereign, or you have the adult.
Am I within the attack opportunity range of both of them?
Yes.
Then I'm going to attack the big fucker.
Okay.
So I will bonus. Oh, actually. Okay, yeah. I'm going to say, "You're not going to take me." And I double in size and quadruple. Double in all dimensions and octuple in weight. Gaining a 1d6 on all my attack rolls as I use Giant's Might.
How much do you weigh now?
Tell you what, let's find out how much I weigh right this second.
Does it say an object, or does it say
object?
Yeah, I don't think a being they class as an object. It's a physical
creature.
thing.
A creature is definitively not an object. Yeah.
Yes.
Even a corpse is technically not an object.
Yes.
But is a mushroom an object?
It's a creature.
They're closer to animals than they are plants. Just a fun fact for you. Let me see. Do I have my weight written down? Around 220 pounds. So I'm now around 1,600 pounds. Fucking hell. And then I am going to blood spear to the face on the big guy.
Yep.
For 18 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
And then whack him again for 19 points of piercing damage.
Yep. Still standing.
And I do another 1d8 force damage. Sorry, 2 more damage with my Zephyr Strike.
Yeah. Still standing.
Still up. Then I am going to take a wild guess. This is completely out there, but assume they're immune to poison damage, so I can't use my my charge that I've got in my spear.
I mean, that's up to you.
I mean, they're fucking mushrooms. That is everything I have in that respect. Fuck it. I'm gonna action surge and try and stab it again. 13 to hit.
Oh, 13 is its AC, so you just hit.
Oh my god. 16 more points of damage.
Still standing. Looks very battered.
Then my last attack, 18 points of damage.
Yeah, he's down.
Okay, good. So I kill the big one, and I frantically, like, no eyelids, eyes completely wide, just get back, like sort of scurrying away from the fire. I'll incur attack opportunity from that guy, but oh, that is not what I meant to grab. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just backwards. I assume we're gonna like get them off at the choke point, so I'm just gonna stand there, and that'll be my turn.
Yeah, it was a 9, so you missed. Sorry, what was that?
When you cast Enlarge, does your movement change? Your movement speed?
I don't know. Not unless it specifies. I don't think it does. I think your attack adds more damage, doesn't it?
What's this story?
Enlarge.
Yeah, because obviously your strides.
Enlarge, it adds. Oh yeah, movement speed. I think it should, but it doesn't. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think you should.
Okay.
In fairness, I think the mechanics should at least add like another 10 feet.
Yeah, like 10 or 5 feet or whatever. Yeah, but no, there's nothing in the rules, and I don't think there ever has been either, which is weird.
So you're 4 times as big, but your strides have become 4 times as small.
It's because I as all giant things in media do, I walk slower.
You know when you see like people shuffling their feet across like laminate flooring?
You know Charlie Brown characters when they walk?
Yeah. I do like that the bastard Snoopy shuffle as they walk everywhere. Just like frantically, almost like feral looking in the eyes, but just like moonwalking everywhere I go.
So the monarch at the rear continues to sway gloriously as she does, looking quite confident that she's protecting whatever she's protecting.
I don't like the way you're describing her swaying. I feel like it's doing something to us. I can't help but feel that it's actually somehow having an impact on the battle.
Kega, then please.
Okay, Kega will. So nothing in opportunity attack range, thankfully. So this one is the only one that's on this side of the wall of fire, apart from the one that Summer's got. Is going to run over and attack. Does she get affected by the spores if she goes over to this one?
Let me just refresh my mind on how long the spores last. Infestation. It does linger.
Okay, cool. Then, which is this the one that made me catatonic?
Yes.
Okay, then she's not gonna. She's just gonna come around this way and hold an action. If anyone comes closer, she'll attack them. But otherwise, not gonna do anything. Looking after
Okay.
Jirek as he's having a panic attack.
Sure. Okay. Summer, your save.
There's one she don't. Oh, no. Get this tiny one.
Okay. You are no longer stunned. But that's the end of your turn.
But I'm still in the other thing, and I.
Oh fuck! I didn't make the save.
She's all like blah blah blah.
The caustic spores. Yes. You need to make the DC 12 dexterity saving throw.
Would you mind if I did that as well as I didn't?
Yes,
on my
of
last
course.
Cool.
Oh fuck!
Oh, and Kega needs to do that as well. Sorry. I was
Go on, join us in
shoot
that
her.
one.
15. Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah. So Kega saves, but Summer takes 10 points of acid damage.
Oh.
And
Oh,
Poplana
no.
takes 11 points of acid damage.
Okay.
Super sick, you guys.
Clarence.
Is this still the only guy with spores?
There is a cloud of spores around him, yes.
But no one else has got spores around them.
It doesn't see, they don't seem to linger for as long.
I'm gonna come on this one and recklessly kick the shit out of him.
Just on a side note, was it Catatonia that sang "Did you have to let it linger," or was it the Cardigans?
Cranberries.
Cranberries. I knew it was one. Okay, so yeah, 17 hits.
What can I do? Do I have anything fun?
24.
24 is more than plenty by 2. Yeah, he's
And then
mushroom
I'm gonna
soup.
take a step forward and smack this guy
Same thing.
Yeah.
beside the head.
Oops, upside your head.
Bass.
27
Disco
hits.
jam.
I'm gonna get that one.
23, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Can I have no bonus actions other than raging. Okay, that's me done.
Okay. Myconid Sovereign then. 1, 2.
So any that ends their turn
Yep.
will take damage from the firewall. Another 23.
Yep. If they took damage.
Yeah. I'm not with it today.
1, 2, 3. Where are you? Sovereign.
I think it's an automatic fail as well.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fist.
What's that for? Is it Wall of Fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's if you like they basically have the option. If they avoid the 10-foot area, then they're fine. But otherwise, they just take the damage. There's no save. There's a save when it appears, but otherwise.
That's it, yeah. Shall I roll that again? Or
No, it's the same damage.
okay.
Fist for 9 on you, got Plana, which misses.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, another fist. Oh no, that's not right. Fist. Let's only be fair. Where's my critical miss? Melee. Try 1d10.
This is like dark.
10, 3. One swing. Okay. So the one near you, Summer, goes to attack you, but swings wide. I think. Hold on. No, sorry, Clarence swings wide and overexerts himself. You gain advantage on next attack roll against him. So this one.
Okay.
And this one. And fist swings and misses for another 5. And I think that's all the sovereign. Adults are him.
So I think they take another because they're behind the wall.
Yep.
But I don't think this one does because he's now in front of the wall.
But it's fire damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So same as
Oh,
last
does
time.
it just doesn't do anything to him.
It doesn't do
Yeah.
anything to
Then
them.
I will.
Forgot about
shut up
that.
Yeah, I'll shut up. Me too. I'll shut up about that next time. Then.
Shit.
So yeah.
As a reaction, can I shout, Lana, drop the wall and do something else?
Yeah, of course you can.
Do something useful next time.
Do something useful.
I kid.
The last adult comes closer to you, got Plana, to do another fist. You notice this. You may sort of realise that. That was an 18 to hit.
An 18, yeah,
Yep.
that hits.
That's 6 bludgeoning and 5 poison.
Poison. Oh, that is. I think I'm resistant to that.
Ooh,
Oh, I am. So 5 bludgeoning and
6 bludgeoning and 5 poisoning.
So that is 7 altogether. Oh no, 8 altogether.
Have you got resistance?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wonderful.
Yeah, you may kind of maybe be distracted a little bit as their second round of attacks don't seem to be spore attacks. That may be something that kind of spurs in your mind.
They can only do it for you once, can't they? Wonderful. Cool. Well, I'm gonna drop Wall of Fire because that did absolutely tittle.
Making them just look more menacing.
They look
Did
worse.
look.
And I'm going to oh fuck it. I'm just gonna whack the one in front of me with a 19 to hit.
Which one, the sovereign or the adult?
This one, because it's I'm not putting
Yeah.
it through fire.
Yeah, that hits.
10 damage.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna do it again.
Do it again.
Hello.
Yep.
7 piercing.
Oh, still standing.
Okay. Okay, cool. That's in my turn.
Okay. Where are we?
It needs to take flame damage as soon as it moves in.
Yep. So catches on fire. No, you dropped it.
Oh, cunt.
I mean, they'll just catch fire. That's all that would happen. Yeah. So, Dirac then.
Okay. So the only alive one that I can see. Oh no, because the wall of fire is gone now, isn't it?
Yep.
So I can see all of them.
Yep.
Wall of fire. I blink a couple of times and feel better. Oh, actually, wait. Let's see if I
D20.
do blink a couple of times, feel better. Yeah, 19.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yep. So I'm going to run up onto this dude that's next to Lana. Where's my sheet? There we go. And take 2 attacks. 23 to hit and 16 to hit.
Give me a sec.
23
how much
points of
did
damage
your
on the
first
one.
damage do? Yeah,
23.
That's more than enough to put him down.
Perfect. Then I shall take one. Actually, I had 2 steps left, so I'll take 2 steps forward and then attack the one that's behind Lana. Then
Yep.
with the second attack, I don't know if 16 hits.
Yeah, that's 16
cool.
hits. 16.
Then 20 more points of damage.
Still standing.
Okay, all right. As long as I'm up in the mix. Bonus action, I will set myself for bonus action, set myself for a charge, but otherwise that's it.
Okay. The monarch, by this point, is now like the mushrooms that's swaying kind of start to like sprinkle like dust, almost like spore-like, that seem to surround her.
Spore-like, that's interesting.
It almost gives like a shimmer to the skin.
Don't like that.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Kega.
Kega will now. Jurek has jumped up back in the mix. This little blue thing is still alive, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a sprout.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can run up to here and is going to take an attack at that thing. And because she ran, she gets her charge. Where's my sheet? For some reason, my sheet has become very, very small. Charge, normal rolls.
Yep, that hits, and that's enough to put it
Lovely.
down.
Awesome. So she regains hit points because she killed it. Get a little. It has 7 hit points, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So 7 hit points back, and that'll be her turn.
Cool. Summer. Now no longer stunned, but very bloodied and bruised. You see a large, sovereign-sized Myconid standing over you.
Oh, I'm gonna hit him twice.
The first one misses, the second one hits.
I'm also gonna spend a key point to flurry of blows. For fuck's sake.
Okay, so the first one will hit. So that's 8. Is that with the necrotic knuckle
Yeah.
dusters? Yep. 8. The second one is. What are we? Melee, isn't it? Can you roll me a 1d20, please? Four. Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh.
Can you roll me an athletics check, DC 15? You are very fortunate. As you made your last attack, you feel the knuckle dusters become loose in your grip
No.
and slip from your knuckles, but fortunately you managed to catch them and grip them in time.
Mhm.
Okay, Clarence then, please.
Mm. Do I need to make my dexterity saving throw?
You do, yes. Did you
Okay.
succeed? Oh, you didn't succeed last time, did you know?
I didn't know. I didn't succeed this time either.
You are the worst monk ever.
I know.
You're right. 3d6. That's 6 points of bludgeoning. Sorry, acid damage.
Brilliant.
Well, at least you're still standing for now.
As much as I hate to say it, I didn't do it either last turn.
Okay, do you want to do that now?
Not really.
If I'm allowed to get away with it.
Hey.
Oh, wonderful. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, Clarence, then, please.
I have a question. My Ring of the Rab.
Yep.
Does that work with my extra attack?
Give me a sec.
Oh, hello. Oh, there's a very big stack shell on that.
And another question: can I even use it if I'm raging?
It's
I
not
mean,
casting a spell.
It says it's a charge. It doesn't mention anything about a spell.
But it's not a it's not your it's not a weapon attack either, though, is it? You're
No,
not using your weapon. It's like a spectral ram's head that emerges from the ring. So although it's not a spell, it's still a magical effect. So I would go ahead and say no.
No, okay.
If it was a
Cool,
physical
cool.
weapon that emerged and you grabbed it and used it, yeah, but it's a spectral ram's head. It's essentially it's still magical, that an effect.
Okay, but does it stack with?
You can
Extra
use it
attack.
as your extra attack. I will allow that because it is an attack. So
Okay.
yes.
Cool. Well, I'm going to start by hitting that bastard.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, of course that hits. Okay, still standing.
How's he looking?
I mean, he's beat up. Well, under a third of its health, but it's still standing. That will hit. And that is enough to put it down by 1.
By 1. Good. And then I'm gonna use my movement to approach this one. And can I use like my bonus action to taunt it to kind of so it attacks me and not Summer?
Do you know what? Go ahead and do me a intimidation, I guess. You're trying to intimidate it, kind of.
I intimidate with strength.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You're a barbarian, and why not?
Makes sense. Your muscles scare someone.
Okay. I mean, you're convinced that you did a good enough job taunting it. We will see. Okay, so now we go
Sorry,
to...
I've got one more question as well.
Yep.
Sorry. From what I can see, what's causing the acid damage to Summer?
I mean, you would have seen like the spores emerge from her. You can see now there is like where the spore dust had settled on her. Obviously, you can see it like fizzing, and like the dust is almost like an acidic kind of residue.
What's that? But we should take a picture of us showing my club.
Oh.
Okay, so where are we? Sovereign. This there and
There's shark so big.
a fist there as well.
No, it's good. Now go back where you were. Go back where you were.
So for you, Clarence, you stood in front of the sovereign, attempting to persuade it to attack you by intimidating it. It punches you for a 20.
That'll hit me.
Didn't work then.
Oh,
Actually, no, it did work.
It did work.
It's exactly what you wanted to happen.
I've been waiting so long to be hit so that I can use the half plates like hellish rebuke, but it's fire damage and it doesn't do shit to him.
That's unfortunate.
That is 9 points of bludgeoning damage and 11 points of poisoning damage.
Sorry, hold on. I need to write this down. 9 and 11.
The other sovereign takes a swing at you, Goplana, with its fist for a 5, so it misses.
Oh, you look so cute.
Thank you. There's no more adults, so that's fine. And Goplana, it's your turn.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna go build a house.
I don't know. I'm gonna.
What?
I don't even know what's a decent thing to do at the moment.
Oh.
Nothing on my right. Bugger it. The one in front of me, the big purple one.
Yep.
That one. Wonderful.
A 10 will not hit.
Is that why he can't terraform?
I'll try it again. That will hit.
That will hit.
Oh no, but when everybody talks about bugs, it means they don't want to come.
It's still standing, but looks to have done some decent damage of lacerations to its skin surface.
I don't like the way you put that.
What?
You
That
definitely
sounds like
did
something
a
about
lot of damage. Yes. Like, it doesn't sound convincing.
No.
I mean, it's
sounds
still
like
standing. It's like, yeah, you've
Okay.
beaten it up, but it's still like, hey, I'm gonna like punch you in a minute, kind of. Yeah.
Cool.
So.
Okay. Cool. That's it.
I want you, Mr. Strawberry. What?
The monarch at the back. Give me a sec.
No, I'm gonna do it now.
She.
Oh, but I'm not gonna take off the makeup. He's like host.
Convulses, and the spores from her body emits a 10-foot radius cloud of spores.
Well, that clone's getting bigger.
Thank you guys.
Oh, shit. Okay, cool.
Oh, literally, I get it wrong every time. I figured it. Okay.
Okay. Jirak.
You're living with me. So when Rocket goes, what happens to her house?
You may be muted.
Oh, it's a prime location.
Or have fallen asleep.
They look at Scotland, don't they? So nice movement.
Definitely muted. Ollie.
Hello, sorry. A bit of family drama there. Had to
Oh,
go and
fair.
deal with that.
Right.
Apologies. My sister
Not the
decided she
dedication I
wants
was
to have a party
expecting.
instead of. Sorry, not a real gamer. No, she decided to have a party today. First day that social distancing has been lifted, and is annoyed that we got annoyed at her. Anyway, sorry, is it my turn?
Go ahead.
Right. So the one that's still alive, I'm going to take some swings at him.
Yep.
Oh, that is. Oh, there we go. 25 to hit for 13 points of damage.
Yep.
Praying this dude dies.
Still standing.
Can I make a perception check on that big purple thing in the middle of the room? I'm
Go ahead.
curious as to what it is, or if it's just like set dressing.
Go ahead.
I don't know if it's like a healing aura. Ooh,
It looks, you know, like how in nature certain things mimic the appearance of other things to prevent predators and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
This appears to look like the violet fungus that you've encountered in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But there's quite subtle differences to it, and you're like, this is mundane.
Okay, all right, cool. So it's adapted to look like the dangerous fungus, but is otherwise completely
That's it.
fine. It's not going to hurt us.
Absolutely.
Cool. Lovely. Just want to make sure I wasn't going to walk past and take like 9d10 psychic damage because it's actually a fucking like mind flayer in disguise or something. I took my second attack against that guy.
Yep.
For 18 points of damage.
And that is just enough to put him down.
Awesome. How's everyone looking like health-wise? Like who needs backing up? Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm going to run up to this one and kind of do the same thing that Clarence did, and like pick on someone your own size and like get up all in his face.
Okay.
But that'll be my turn.
Oh, who did we lose?
I think someone tried to start a video call. My screen's gone funny.
Oh, mine hasn't.
Yeah, I saw Ellie pop up
Oh.
on my.
That's
on
weird.
my,
Yeah, my thing just
Sorry,
turned
I
into
pressed
like
the wrong thing.
yeah, it turned into 5 tiles of colour.
I tried to press mute, I hit video, I panicked, shut down the call.
Threw your phone across the room,
Going
yeah.
back.
I've been there.
I mean, perhaps one day we can resort to a video mode that might be funny, but for now.
It was
I've
good
got
for our quiz
lockdown
we did the
haircut.
other day. I've always got a lockdown haircut.
Okay, so yep, Dirac, done that. Sorry, what was you doing with the third? This guy? Nothing, just moving closer.
Yeah, just moving. I'm like getting all up in his face to try and like draw attention. I figure I'm big, so I can kind of make
No worries. Okay.
an impression, but otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah. The monarch at the rear begins to move in the elegant way that it has been doing so. Some more, just surrounded in a cloud of spore dust and shimmering skin.
Don't know about you guys, but I've never seen an elegant mushroom.
Oh, mate, you've not lived.
Have you not watched like the documentaries of like forestry things and like the mushrooms grow at like time-lapse rates? And they're like
Well,
really
I've seen
glorious
that, but I
colours
haven't
and such.
seen an elegant. I wouldn't ever describe it as elegant.
Well, it's clearly an effeminate looking.
Okay, right, yeah, no, I know what you mean. I'm being a dick.
Fuck you. Okay, Kega's turn.
Okay, Kega will. There's nothing more. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so yeah, she will. I can't grab the. There we go. Yep. Round the other side of this thing to get advantage, and is going to attack the big fucker. Oh, that is the wrong sheet. Kega doesn't use a blood spear. There we go. Charge.
Could you
with
imagine if she did?
advantage. Holds it in her mouth and just runs sideways. Oh, that's an at 20. So 18 points of slashing damage and strength save.
18 points and strength save. And that's a 6.
It is knocked prone.
Okay.
Have at it, everyone.
Where's my one that looks like prone? There we go. Okie dokie. So, some of them.
Yes. I'm going to attack this one in front of me. Oh.
Yep. They both hit.
Oh.
And that is enough to finish
Hey.
him off. Anything else from you, Summer? There is this little
There's a little
douchebag.
guy, yeah. I'll move over here and spend another key point just to get it down.
Yeah. Yeah. The first one hits. The second one does not. But the first one is enough.
Do I have to roll another save?
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, pray for me, because this might kill me. Or not.
You are fine. Kind of, you roll about a little bit and you try to like brush up against like some of the stone and like dirt, and then the acid spores kind of rub off.
Yes.
Okay, so the final sovereign Myconoid falls, and you hear a kind of roar emit from the monarch at the rear. It's almost Pokemon Battle Royale style. Dun, 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 dun. No.
It's like Monster Hunter, but it's not a dinosaur with wings.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you guys do?
Are we still in initiative?
You're still in initiative.
Okay. I would say just take a minute. I'm just going to rest up for a sec. Make sure that someone's not dying.
There's a point. How fast has it been moving so far?
It hasn't moved.
It hasn't moved at all.
It's got like legs. You can see that it has legs, but it seems to be more cautious of protecting whatever it's protecting.
Is it protect? Oh my! Oh.
You know what you were saying earlier about the goblins and the feeling bad about killing the goblin.
I never said I felt bad about it.
Okay, right. Well, I think we might be in a similar situation, sort of. Then.
Okay. I'm gonna move here, which brings me within, I think, 60 feet of it, or even less. And I'm gonna punch it with my ring.
Okay.
But before I do, I'm gonna turn around to the group and say, "Are we doing this?"
And I thought we'd leave now.
Yeah. Okay.
I think our job's done. We're fine here.
Yeah, as you may suggest that there is still rumbling and some tremors that are occurring. 23 will hit.
Advantage. I haven't got advantage.
Okay.
So it's a 9 and 14.
Oh, okay. Then they both miss.
Well, that's a beautiful waste of 2 charges.
Sorry.
And it's just not your fault. Don't apologise. It's my own stupid fault. Actually, I can't even do that because we said I was raging.
Oh well.
You can stop raging by doing it, can't you?
Yeah.
Or do you have to take an action to stop raging?
I think
So
it's
it's a bonus action, isn't it?
a bonus action to rage.
Right. Gotcha.
It's a bonus action to stop raging, but I don't want to stop raging. Fuck it. Where was I? I was here, wasn't I? Clarence isn't going to stop raging. Instead, he is going to dash into melee combat.
Yep. One moment.
Hit me with your best shot.
Bum, 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 bum.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 15.
Con, don't fuck me now. Do I?
Oh. Star Trek humor for
No, I've just got advantage on strength. So Constitution 12, DC 15. No, that fails. I invoke my right of fanatical focus.
What?
You can re-roll. Okay, go on then. Let's see your re-roll.
Whoa!
Oh. Well played.
Thank you.
You are in the cloud of spores. You fight off the ability to withstand its effects.
It takes me to the knee, but then the strength of the knowing mistress picks me up again.
Sounds
Oh
about
my
right
god!
to me. Okay. So, Gop Lana.
Right. I'm going to move.
I'm going to move some of these things off the thing because I can't see anything.
Oh no, that's taken away where I was going to move. Oh, right. Where am I moving to? I was using one of the crosses as like a there goes your rack.
Bye, Jirek.
Oh god, no.
Sorry, that was
Can
me
use a
using
ring
my-
of telekinesis on me.
Yeah, just pushing me into a wall.
Whoop.
No, I want. Thank you. There we go. Right, I'm moving. Oh fuck's sake, Jack, stay there for a sec. I can move back up. I'm gonna move to I think by there, and then I'm going to. Yeah, sell it. I'm gonna thorn whip the bugger.
Okay. What damage type is Thorn Whip? Slashing.
I think slashing.
Yep. Okay. Good to know.
No, piercing. My apologies.
Oh, piercing. Okay. Good to know. Thank you. Okay. Go ahead and roll the attack.
I don't know if I pressed the wrong thing or it's not.
A 19 will hit.
And piercing.
Yeah. As your thorn whip kind of lacerates across the surface of the monarch, it doesn't quite seem to do as much damage as you'd hoped.
Oh, bugger! That was my right. Would this constitute as an animal to speak with animals?
No.
They are just as an aside. They are technically closer to animals than they are to plants.
But they're classed as a plant.
I understand. In D&D terms, yes. I just like to just from a science perspective.
Shit. Right. Okay. Why does nothing I have work? Right. I'm gonna win. Hang on. reading this for a second. 1 second.
Windham.
Wind wall, maybe 50 foot long. How far away are you? That did not work. Sod it, I'll thorn whip and then I'll deal with it next time when I've had a bit of thought. Because it'll still do stuff. There we go. 17 to hit.
17 will hit.
10 again.
Okay. Same principle applies. Doesn't seem to quite do as much damage as you'd hoped.
If they're resistant, that's at least 10 damage. That's fine. That'll do. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Direct them, please.
Okay. Now we're all getting busy with it. A bit far away from my liking. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So sorry, excuse me, don't look up. And I stand over Lana. Action dash. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4, 5. Yeah, I can action dash to basically get right up close to it.
Okay.
And
Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
DC 15.
Is it poison?
It is a disease.
Ah, fuck. Okay, if it was poison, I have advantage, but no. I really hope it's not the thing that.
Yeah, no, that's your thing too. Did you want to go back to where you were and roll you 1d20 before?
Oh,
we do
yes,
this?
yeah. Oh, God. Oh, 10 or higher. Okay, we're good.
Okay. Constitution saving throw was a 6.
So I failed the save, but I did actually get to do that. I just failed the save. As I'm on my way over, I'm going to bonus action Hunter's Mark, using my favorite foe, and then we'll see.
Okay. You remember that itch you had?
After Rash.
Yeah.
I got athlete's foot again.
So you're constantly scratching at an unforeseen fungal infection. As a result of this, will increase your distractive nature, your 1d20, to a d12. Anything below a d12, below a 12, you're preoccupied.
Fuck. I just stand there itching it for my entire turn instead. Oh man, that sucks.
Alright,
Okay.
leave your crotch alone.
Sorry, and I'm really big as well, so I can't even do it subtly. I can double the size. No one look. Just really scratching. Oh man.
Okay. Was there anything else you wanted to do?
No, that's my turn. That's action and bonus action.
Okay, and the Monarch's turn. She is, first of all, going to strike at probably would be you, Jirak. One, 2 of those, and 1 of those. So, fist, 2 fists come hurtling towards you. 1 is a crit for 25.
Oh boy. Okay.
Which is, holy shit. 26, 30, 39 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck me.
And 19 plus 13. Hold on, really crap at quick maths. 21, 29.
If you do /R in the chat, you can just do manual sums that way. You just have to type it out and it does it for you.
What do you?
If you just do if I'll do it in chat like that /R. Oh, that's meant to be a plus, but if you basically type out the sum, it would just do it for you.
What,
It doesn't have to be a dice roll. Very handy.
like that. Oh, there you go.
You're-
That's poisoning damage.
Okay, so half that. Oh, thank God it's half that. That's literally how many hit points I have left. So I am at 16 hit points. Fuck! Just like getting punched in the gut, double over in pain.
But
Oh my God, that's
I
scary.
also need you to make a Constitution saving throw, a DC 12,
Okay.
or
Do
become
I
stunned.
can't. I'm stunned.
God.
Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. This is not the best.
The as the spores that she emits from that attack emit around the ground, it does, all the spores in that zone do dissipate, because obviously that's two effects that she's now cancelling out. So there is no longer a standing, lingering spore around you. It's almost like when you deodorize a room.
After I get the itch back. Thanks so much.
Okay. Kegger then, please.
Kegger will, upon seeing me just get absolutely fucking whomped, run in to try and help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's just going to action dash to get all the way around. And that's all she can do.
Okay. Some of them, please.
I'm going to spend a key point to dash over here.
Yep.
Oh. And then I shall attack.
I would say from where you're standing, you would have flanking from Kegger.
Nice. Oh.
Yep. 1 hit,
nice.
2 hit. Yep.
And I'll just go for a punch as a bonus. No.
Yeah, the unarmed strike misses. That's at advantage, so you might want to roll that unarmed strike again.
Nice.
Yep. 5, 6, 7. Okie dokie. Clarence. Big, tall, shimmery beast.
I do apologise, I was on mute. Do I get advantage from Kegger?
Not from that angle.
No. Then I shall be reckless in my rage and anger and attack him.
Okay.
15,
15 misses.
21.
21 will hit. This is bludgeoning, isn't it?
It is bludgeoning.
Yep, that's fine.
I think I have to rage again
Where's that?
because I didn't attack last turn because I dashed and I didn't take any damage.
Okay. So you did that as your bonus action, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I mean, this beast or creature or plant,
Monarch.
it's
It's
definitely
royalty.
it's definitely looking very ropey. The shimmer that was on its skin, you can see like patches of it have like dusted off from some of the impacts that you've made. Yeah, it looks angry and very beat up. Goplana.
Right. I'm going to move closer to him. Don't know why. I'm not pleased about it. And then I'm going to.
I would say from where you are, you would probably have flanking from Clarence.
Wonderful. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I'm going to put my hand out. Do I have to touch it?
If it says touch.
Uncheck it. Please no. Oh, it's a creature that I can see. Hang on. Oh, I can see it. Fine. Wonderful. I'm going to cast light.
Okay.
Ooh. Does that do a special thing against plants?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out. Hang on.
Something tells. I don't know. I think I've.
Oh, it raised the saving throw with disadvantage.
There you
And
go.
the spell deals maximum damage.
Oh, fuck! How much damage does it do?
88.
44.
Shit.
So that is a. That is. I've got to take a snippet of this because you won't believe me when I say it. That's a nat 1.
Oh man.
No, I believe in that one. I would have not believed the double nat 20.
I hate to say it, but then this might be pretty bad news for the old Myconids.
Is this the combat you said one of us is definitely going to die?
Oh, someone.
To be fair, I'm
someone
really not
definitely
looking very good.
100% will die.
Oh, God.
Thorfinn.
I have a feeling. Well, I'm metagaming, so I'll shut up.
Is it metagaming to assume it's going to be Thorfinn that's going to die?
That would be metagaming, yeah.
I wonder what you could have meant by that response.
Okay. Yeah. So you've done that. That's fine. So what happens with that effect? 44 necrotic. Well,
44, yeah.
that is more than enough. What actually happens is after you cause blight, you can see like some of the pale violet texture of its skin surface. You can see this dark, almost like rotting, like effect creep up its legs, and like just the veins begin to turn black within it. It literally just rots away to nothing. And you can hear in the distance, like echoing from all of the carved out mine shafts, like almost shrieking and screaming. And as this monarch stumbles back, it bashes into the crystal like formation behind it, and then takes a few steps forward and just slumps on the floor, narrowly avoiding Summer. I need Kega, Goplana, Summer, and Clarence to make dexterity saving throws.
Do I have advantage? Is this an effect? Is it an effect I can see?
It's something that occurs that you can see. It's a physical thing. It's not an effect. So does that count?
I have advantage on dex saving throws against effects I can see, such as traps and spells.
Yep, go ahead.
Is it
It's almost
any natural hazard?
Yeah, it's a hazard. So yeah. Okay. So as the monarch Myconid is slumped now, motionless on the floor, you can hear the cracking of the crystal of where the monarch had bashed against it. And as you hear this cracking, Goplana, you look up and it falls towards you. You not escape.
Oh shit, Lana's gonna die. That's who.
What? Fuck. How much damage?
I was kidding, by the way. Please don't kill Lana.
No, take B.
I assume sorry, I wasn't really paying attention through. Do I have to make a save as well?
No,
Oh, is,
you're just out
okay.
of reach.
Lovely. It's only on that side.
With my crit, can I choose to fail so that Lana saves?
No.
Dive in the way. Dive in the way. Dive in the way. Dive in the way. Yeah.
Yeah,
Lana.
with my crit, can I give her advantage by like grappling her as I dive out of the way?
Nope.
I
Kaplana,
don't like. Yeah.
you take 17 points
Oh fuck! There's one away.
of bludgeoning damage, and you are trapped
What?
by the crystal. It's about as big as you are, and it is heavy.
Would you say that's £1,000?
Can I do anything? Can I move?
I can Google the density of crystal if you'd like.
You are able. It is your leg that is trapped.
Get off.
That is. Oh god. Really quiet voice, Chester.
Can I use the ring of telekinesis to try and lift it?
You can.
Okay. Dun. So here's a question for you, Nick. It says I can try and where was it? Bollocks! I remember reading something about trying to break something.
Yeah, oh, is that like just the rules on object damage that I was talking about last week?
No,
Or
this is in
2
the
weeks
spell.
ago?
I remember reading something in the spell telekinesis that says I can make a strength check to try and shatter it or break it. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna. So can I use the telekinesis to try and lift it, and then try and pull Lana out?
Yeah, sure. You try and move it off.
Yeah, or just lift it up a little bit so that it loosens her leg, so we can kind of take her out.
It is just literally, it takes all your will to focus to move it, and it shifts just enough for Goplana to break free.
Stress, man.
As Goplana comes away, and I'm guessing you don't hold it there forever. You let it fall once she's free.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you do so, it does hit the surface of the ground, and about, I would say, like a miniature football size. Like not quite a full, like big FIFA football, but you get like the medium-ish kind of smaller footballs. It's about as big as that. I can't think of another object that would be similar to. If you was to make a circle using your fingertips and your thumb, it would be that kind of spherical size. A shard breaks off.
Like the old Coca-Cola footballs.
Yeah. Go ahead, all of you, and make me a perception check, please.
No, I'm making perception checks.
Oh, now you roll high. Now you roll high.
Also, Goplana, as you are still alive, your movement speed is currently reduced by 5 feet.
By 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, it's not.
And
I'm going to use my ring of telekinesis to lift her, and I can move her 30 feet every round.
As her physical movement, it is reduced by 5 feet. Currently, it's a permanent effect unless, obviously, you decide to do something or rest.
For the rest of her life, I will move her with telekinesis.
A transparent, like palanquin, like an ancient, like Chinese emperor or something. Just
who's got
carried everywhere by servants.
Okay, so where are we? Behind the large shard of crystal that fell, the gap, the rest of the crystal formation that's weaved into the stonework of this cave, you can see an object that looks man-made. It seems to be made of fabric. It looks to be a cloak.
What is that doing in there? Like inside the crystal shard?
Not the crystal shard that fell on Goplana, but in the gap behind where the shard was.
Oh, like in a little cubby hole in the wall sort of thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's almost like it was trapped within the crystal, but behind that shard that broke off.
Can I do an investigation check and see what it does, or if it's got any runes or anything that makes it?
Yeah, absolutely. You can make me an Arcana check if you like.
Okay.
I'm going to use a help action.
Oh, help! Wonderful. Maybe it'll.
You look at it, and there are a number of runes that are subtly hidden within this cloak. And the best you can make out at a glance is that the name of this cloak is called Salabin's cloak.
Is anyone holding it?
Not yet.
It has a shadowed lining. It is a dark leather cloak with a silver trim that seems to occasionally shimmer with small sparks of white energy.
Can I roll a history check on that name?
Go ahead.
I will assist him with my knowledge of history.
Yes, the
So you
two
have
most
dis-
well-educated
disadvantage.
individuals in the party.
Yes, you actually have disadvantage on the roll now.
Okay, 16.
Being from at least travelling and living within Craghammer for quite some time, you remember a very ancient tale of a wizard known as Salabin. They were human. The Salabin, B-I-N.
Oh, Bin. Cool. Yep. Cool.
They were a human wizard about 400 years ago. Travelled to Craghammer and was doing some research and arcane research on the depths of the underworld below Craghammer. But he went missing.
The underdog. Ooh. Think I've figured out where he went.
His cloak actually was part of the historical memorabilia that you read through.
Oh, right, okay.
You would have known that this cloak is charged with energy. It has the ability to react against enemy spells, and is very similar to what you already have purchased. It has the ability to swallow part of a spell, and I'm just reading the notes here as well. This also was very much like the Vestiges diversion. It had great power bestowed upon him by the knowing mistress.
Annoying mistress, you say? I turn to Clarence. I say, "Oh yeah, there was this wizard dude from a while back. He liked your person. I don't know if you can attune to this with all the bling that you've currently got
I mean,
going
it's
on.
quite big. It's
right, okay.
It's obviously human size.
Maybe Summer.
So if I
Maybe.
view...
Would it? It wouldn't resize to. I think it's only wondrous items resized, don't they? Like rings resize, not a.
Oh, that didn't. That only gave some of what that was. That was ridiculous. Let me delete that because that's pointless. Let's try again. There we go. That's what it is.
Cool. So when it swallows a spell, does it makes you immune to? Oh no, you're still subject to whatever effects it would normally inflict on you. Okay.
Yep.
I was gonna say if it just like makes you immune to it as a reaction.
Yeah,
that's
and I think where it
brilliant in
states
itself.
like it swallows part of that spell. I think you're able to do like if it's like a level 2, it's then a level 1.
Right, gotcha.
Ooh. The lightning damage, I like that.
That's cool. So you basically like you get like static electricity, like you keep getting shot by spells and you get whoop, 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 and then you punch something and release all this static electricity with it. That's cool. Like when you shuffle around on your carpet with fluffy slippers on.
Okay. The other thing you recall about Salabin's adventure and his research was he was searching for a particular crystal or type of crystal gem known as jasmal, and he was particularly after jasmal is predominantly native to the world of Faerun, which in the books is like something of tales of people that very, very rarely have seldomly travelled that far of the realms of Faerun.
It's like an alternate universe kind of thing.
Exactly. But there have, of course, been mutters in storybooks and such. But the jasmal was normally native to that land, so for it to be found within Tal'Dorei is a very, very rare thing indeed. But even though jasmal can be found and used for monetary or luxury items and such, a particular segment of jasmal known as the heart of jasmal was particularly rare.
I'd like to pick up that little round crystal, please.
The other thing I would like to point
and I'm going
out,
to scoop the rest of it into the bag of holding.
everything else, I mean, the stone is the shard that broke off is about as big as you. So
I'll cut it up.
Will it fit into the opening of a bag of holding?
I'm not quite sure it would fit into the opening, but the spherical sort of sized shard that broke off most certainly can. I would also like to point out that since this part has broken off, the bright white glow of the crystal that scattered across the back that it came from begins to dull and no longer glow.
Almost as if the heart was plucked. Curious.
We can make a lot of money out of this. Or
we could use it to fuel some kind of infernal death machine.
Well, there were
Just an
particular
idea.
properties of the
Sorry.
Jasmal that Saladin was researching, and there were two factors that you remember. One was the ethereal plane, and the other was the far realm.
Oh,
And
that's
you
bad.
know from like stories that Jasmal was used in making gateways to the ethereal plane.
I'm gonna segue just slightly to bring it back to what Jirag said. Death machine.
Just an idea.
Something you're not telling us?
What, that I like to inflict death in the most horrible manner upon my enemies? It's nothing new. I love killing things. You see, he looks a bit. He's like sweating a bit too much than he should be.
The only reason you've got as much as that as you did is because you did have a very high perception, as well as a relatively high history. So
Right, I want that round little crystal, and I'm taking that round little crystal.
Where's the nearest gnome? They'll definitely build something dangerous.
And would I know if this crystal would get me any money at all
what was your history
if I
roll?
sold it? I haven't rolled one.
I got 18.
I mean, again, it's not something that's widely available.
Wonderful. I'm picking up bits as well.
But I mean, there isn't any other shards. It's such a heavy and hard, transparent gemstone that is the only shard that broke off. It is not like splinters anywhere or anything like that. It's literally like a solid, hard stone. But a gem of equal quality probably goes for about 3,000 gold.
Holy shit! We need to break this up.
No, don't fucking break it. This is okay. There's a famous story of in South Africa, Ethiopia, when they were basically under slave. They were under slave labor by the British government. They were paid a certain amount of money per gem they could dig up from the earth. So one intrepid miner found the biggest gem known to man that was the most beautiful, most impressive, and would have been worth billions, smashed it into tiny little pieces because he was paid by the number. We should not do that under any circumstances. This thing is worth more in one piece.
I would also like to point out that dulling of the crystal that's still embedded into the stonework now no longer has any glow. The only part of that gemstone that is still glowing is the spherical part that you currently hold.
Exactly. That's the heart of the sea, right? You've seen Titanic. That's the heart of the sea. We need to keep that safe.
I have opinions about Titanic, but yes.
Well, yes, but you understand the analogy.
Yeah.
There's always room on that door.
Yeah, and I've got more problems than that, and that's just like the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, no, so to speak.
Hey, right then, we're carrying this up and out and taking it to a gem merchant. Ours, yes.
Only so that they can properly value it. Okay, look at it this way. If it turns out we can turn this gem into, I don't know, I turn to Summer, like a pair of knuckle dusters that let you punch into the ethereal plane and you can turn into a ghost at will. Would you rather have them or 3,000 gold?
Oh, the knuckle dusters for sure.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You see, that's when you're asking the wrong person.
I resent that statement.
Yes, I know the ground shaking and I know it's not great, but this is currently more important to Lana than the ground.
Oh my god. Oh dear.
The way I see it, I can't help the earth, but what I can help is my pockets. So
That is not the best mentality to have, in my opinion. But you do you. Oh boy, this is okay. I have a feeling this is more important than 3,000 gold.
So
This
I'm
is the
not
big
gonna
red
sell
button.
it. I'm gonna see what the big ass fuck off crystal's worth. I don't want to sell the little one, but the big fuck off one we can get good cash for that. I
But
don't.
we
yeah.
also can't carry it.
Yeah, but if we all work together, we might be able to.
Oh,
This is
actually,
my
scratch
point.
that. I'm fucking. Actually, I cast enlarge on myself. I'm 24 feet tall.
How much can you still pick up though?
It is double then double to get. Let me wait. Limits 5e because it doubles each time that I get. Carrying capacity is. Okay, yeah. So 20 times 15.
And what was your psychic thing pick up again, Clarence?
Oh.
£1,000 a ton.
1,000, yeah.
I can carry 1.2 tons.
Okay. You could carry it.
Wonderful. Let's go.
And that's not carrying it to me. That's push, drag, or lift. And I'm intending to emphasis on the push or drag.
Okay. So
unless
as
we
you,
can
as
use
you
the
go to pick it,
telekinesis to help.
as you do, the whole ground and the whole room is rumbling and shaking. There are stones and debris falling all around.
I'm going to like yank it and see, like, give it a shove and see if the rumbling gets worse. But otherwise, I think I might just. We can come back for it. We know where it is. It's fine.
But that could make us a lot of money. This is my point.
I think we need to go.
Yes, I think we might. Yeah, rock stuff rolling from the ceiling. I think we should leave.
I think this is the bit in my dream where God said someone's going to die.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Right. Let's go.
Yeah, my head is like scraping against the ceiling.
Okay. Are you trying to grab or are you trying to run? What are you doing?
Pick up as many like loose shards because I assume it didn't like come out as one clean chunk.
It literally is one clean shard.
Oh, never mind then.
It's such a hard stone that it didn't splinter.
Can I smash it with my maul quickly?
You could try. Do you walk up to it and go to hit it with your maul?
Yep.
Yeah. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
With advantage?
Cave in.
Sure.
We're gonna get stuck, aren't we?
Oh fuck me.
So you raise your maul up, and as you go to bash, you get hit on the head with a rock, a small rock, for 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And do you hit? Do you want to roll your attack?
Of course.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to
roll.
attack recklessly as well.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Ceiling can't get advantage.
You hit
Fine.
it. It doesn't break.
Fuck it, let's go.
It does have an AC. Just by the way, it definitely has an AC.
Can we realistically achieve it?
If it has stats, we can kill it.
What's the highest roll someone
28.
can do for a crit?
28.
Yours is 28.
Yeah.
That
31.
They'd both do it if you crit.
I assume like mine's piercing damage, so it probably won't do shit. Yours is definitely better suited. So we should be talking as we run. We're talking as we run.
It's
not a good idea
20,
to be
the
here.
26 AC on it.
Okay. Jesus, that's full plate mail and a shield, and both of them are +3 enchantments. Fuck.
Can I use the regular telekinesis to drag it behind us?
You could try to, yeah.
Cool, that's what I'll do then.
You could you just about lifted it off of Goplana.
Exactly. Now it's missing a bit. It's going to be a little bit lighter.
A Goplana shaped hole.
Oh no, I can't because I need to move Goplana. Oh wait, I can't move Goplana because I can only remove objects.
I carry Goplana.
I'm free, but
Do
25.
you weigh 1.2 tons or less?
What, me?
Yeah.
I'm
I carry you then. Done.
That's rude.
We move.
I need you all to
Never
make
asked a lady
dexterity
away.
saving throws.
Oh fuck!
This is fine.
Don't.
So 9, 11,
Oh shit, Kaplana's down.
Left.
If I've not saved, Lana's down.
7, yeah. So 1, 2.
Yeah, Lana's down.
It's 3 for Lana and. Oh wait, sorry. Who's first? Clarence. Was that a 9 for yours? Oh no, you have advantage, don't you? Yeah. So Lana 3 and Jirak 9 points of bludgeoning damage as stones and debris is falling from the ceiling.
Okay, I'm gonna. Anyone who's slow, and I just like squat down and stretch my arms out. Climb on.
I mean, I'm not slow, but I'm still going to climb on.
Okay, I assumed.
I
I
mean,
assumed that you were already on the back of Kega. In all honesty. Yeah, clamber on. Yeah, I just like grab Lana around the back of the neck like a like a dog. It's like
You begin to move, yeah.
Yeah, and then we're hustling.
Are you still using the stone? Your telekinetic blah 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 to drag the stone?
No, can I use the ring of telekinesis to give people advantage on their dex saving throw by knocking shit out of the way as it falls?
Ooh, like that.
Sure, why not?
Thank you.
So you get halfway through the room. I need you to all make another dexterity saving throw.
I'm going to use my bonus action to enact my Haug rune, which is going to give me resistance to bludgeoning damage.
Okay. You obviously with the advantage that Clarence had given you with his ring, you all managed to get to the entrance of that cavern, which would be here. Could you all make another dexterity saving throw? Clarence. Sorry, mate. That's 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you attempt to avoid, but still manage to get hit. You see one fall down, you move your head, and a bigger one falls down.
I'm concentrating so hard that, like, not knocking them all out of the way, the other people, that I just don't see them fall on my head.
Yeah. And as you breach the entrance to that cavern, almost like a full-on engulfing collapse, everything seems to collapse at once, and the force pushes you through. All you can see behind you is a plume of pale white smoke and dust.
I like after we like stop running for a second, and say, I feel like we should have left earlier than we did. We kind of pushed that a bit.
I mean,
Never
I
eat
would have
mushrooms
allowed that crystal out if you'd attempted and done it very, very cleverly.
Can we retcon?
That's the problem, is that you expected us to, or you needed us to do something cleverly.
There was a way to get the crystal, but
issue.
it was very difficult.
Figured.
Okay, guys, you are now at the end of the mine shaft where you found your way into the Monarch's den. And as you kind of maneuver and travel back the way you came, you see not attacked but dead and still myconids laying randomly scattered about, still motionless, lifeless, but no lacerations, damages, or anything. It's
They got
almost
fucking
like they died.
not Attack of the Clones, Phantom Menace. Did
No, it's a hive mind, isn't it? So once
Yeah.
Mama dies,
Hooray! Genocide.
At least for this hive, this particular hive.
yay, more hives. So when was someone going to die?
Well,
Lana is if you don't do something about it.
as you maneuver through back the way you came, you kind of misplaced something. Something wasn't right, and
Lana's a mic and
you kind of look back, and one of before you went in, obviously the rumbling and things were falling down even before you went into that cave, and you kind of think, what was it? And you know that when you kind of look back the way you walked, and then you kind of think, well, what am I forgetting? And you look back and you see a large stone against the pathway that you've just walked, and there is a pool of blood surrounding this large stone. And as you approach it to sort of try and work out where all this blood is coming from, you see parts of brain matter scattered around the bottom end of the stonework, and you see fur trim and a horn sticking out.
Oh my god! Oh, wonder who that was.
I'm going to say this in the nicest of ways, and it's going to be just like a ringing thing in the air. Loot all the fucking money for me.
Yes. I look for an ID and see if there's his parents' address or something.
Doesn't seem to be anything like that.
If there is, we
But
can get our money back.
Bullshit,
let's
waste of time.
see what he had in his bag.
Can I take his head?
I mean, he's not really got much of a head. It's mainly trapped under this large boulder.
It did sound like it was more of a paste than...
Yeah, there is clearly brain matter splattered on the surrounding areas. So
Any part of the skull that I could take to have?
You've got a horn. You can have a horn. You can have one of his horns seem to be intact.
I'll take a horn.
Gold. He had 100 gold and 5 silver. I would think that is meant to be. What else did he have? He had a skeleton horn. And that seems to be it, although I'm pretty sure he had more than that.
He had that spinny hat.
Yeah, I don't know where he's put that at all. Oh yeah, propeller helm. A bag of beans. Please write this. Please write these down.
Is that the magic bag of beans?
It just says bag of beans.
Because if it's the magic bag of beans, it's in the magic item.
1d4 dry beans. The bag weighs.
Yes.
Bag of beans is fucking insane. Just so everyone's aware.
So you have that. Hooded lantern, crowbar, candles, flask of oil, ball bearings. Thieves' tools.
I'll have some.
He has. I'm sure he had the dagger, aka known as bookmark.
We'll have.
Yep.
Burglar's pack.
Yep.
Short sword, rapier. That's probably about all you can get.
I missed something between Hooded Lantern and Candle, and I can't remember what it was.
He has the dagger known as Bookmark.
Oh no, when you were going through them, you
Oh.
put
Ball bearings.
Ball bearings.
Yep.
I've got it all down.
Cool.
I'm just gonna throw one of the bag of beans on the floor. One of the beans.
Oh,
Toss
God.
it 30 feet from me, or whatever. Roll a d100.
If you deal me 65 or more damage, Jack, I can't remember what they do.
I'm gonna throw it away from
he
Lana.
did. I think he only did have 4, so there are only 4 of the beans in there because he already rolled for that.
A geyser erupt, spouting water, beer, berry juice, tea, vinegar, wine, or oil. DM's choice. 30 feet into the air for 1d12 rounds. For 18 seconds, a geyser appears on the floor and squirts stuff in the air. Wow. I feel like that could have been useful.
You don't know. Yeah, that's right. So, R.I.P.
Oh, the scorn in that voice. Yeah.
I particularly like the way of death.
And yeah, you make your way back to the forge cavern. You see ahead of you the foreman.
Just a question.
Yep.
I've been down for a while.
Were you like unconscious down? I would have healed you.
Yeah.
I would have used a
I
cure
went
wounds.
down as soon as something hit, as the 3 hit me.
There you go. 10 points of healing.
Cheers.
Cool. I thought you meant like down as in like you were just like low on hit points. Really out and
fellow.
gone.
Oh no, I went down. I had 1 hit point left after the crystal went on me.
Right. Well, that's good.
Which is why if you deal 65 damage or more.
Okay, yeah, 10 hit points.
Cool.
Awaken.
Cheers.
Okay. Sorry. So you make your way back. You see the foreman in front of you. He kind of clearly is nodding and smiling in acknowledgement that things seem to be fine. The fire around the place that you walk through, the forest, is actually now engulfing the mushrooms and actually like breaking them down and burning them, physically burning them. They're not just on fire, they're actually now being broken down. And he kind of doesn't actually say anything, but he does kind of just nod to you, and you see a series of pouches be pushed onto a table as you approach. Each seem to be a series of gold pouches.
Say it louder for the people in the back. Oh yeah.
And they each contain... Where are we? 150 gold.
Oh, lovely.
150 each, yeah?
That's right. And that's 1, 2, 3.
Do we
4,
get the 150 that was
5.
meant for Thorfinn divided amongst
Indeed,
us as well?
Of course you do.
Fuck yes.
Oh,
Is that 30 each? Or is it?
Oh, including what was in his pouch as well.
Okay, so that's 250 gold. How many of us are there now? Is there 4 of us?
There is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Kega? Does Kega get money?
I take her share. Can you imagine it? Okay, right. So everyone gets, including the stuff from his pouch, 62 gold, 5 silver.
Wonderful.
Okay. And I think that is a good place to end the session.
Awesome.
And I will stop recording.